Hello friends, good morning. Today we discuss the subject financial accounting. The name of this subject is Fundamental of Financial Accounting. I am Dr. Sukesh Dembe. First of all, welcome to you in my presentation. Before start my presentation, please subscribe this channel and like and click the bell icon. So friends, today we discuss the subject financial accounting. The first unit of this subject, that is introduction to accountancy. In this subject or in this unit we discuss the meaning of financial accountancy, objective of accountancy, types and rules of debit and credit, journal, ledger, and numerical problems on it, and Indian accounting standards. In this presentation, we first to know the theoretical part of this chapter, and in this next presentation we discuss the numerical problem. So first of all, meaning of accountancy. What is the meaning of accountancy? Friends, accountancy is the practice of recording, classifying and reporting on business transactions for a business. It provides feedback to management regarding the financial results and status of an organization. This is the simple definition of accountancy. What is important in this definition? Three words is very important in this definition. The first is recording, second is classification, and third is report. Recording, the transaction will be recorded, and second word, classification. After recording the transaction will be classified, and after classification then the reporting. These three important points is included the meaning of accountancy. Then objective of accountancy. Friends, various objective of accounting, but we discuss here few objectives. The following are the main objective of accounting. First one is to maintain full and systematic record of business transactions. Accounting is the language of business transaction, and given a limitation of human memory. The main objective of accounting is to maintain a full and systematic record of all business transactions. Then second objective, to ascertain profit or loss of the business. In the business, we very much value in the business, that is profit or loss. And the second objective of the accounting, that is to ascertain profit or loss of the business, because without profit no one businessman carrying his business. Business is run to earn profits. Whether the business earned profit or incurred loss is ascertained by accounting, by preparing profit and loss account or income statement. A comparison of income and expenditure gives either profit or loss. or for the calculation of profit, or for the finding out profit, we must prepare profit and loss account. So second object of this accounting, that is to ascertain profit or loss of the business. Third objective, to depict financial position of the business. A businessman is also interested in ascertaining his financial position at the end of a given period. For this purpose, a position statement called balance sheet is prepared, in which assets and liabilities are shown. Because balance sheet is a mirror of the business. अगर आप आईने के सामने खड़े रहते हो तो जैसे आप हो वैसे ही दिखो. Same condition when you see your balance sheet, means business balance sheet, then you know, very well know how our business, because in the balance sheet the assets and liabilities are shown. I given to a simple example, that is, just as a doctor will feel the pulse of his patient and know whether he is enjoying good health or not. Why he see the patient's pulse? Because when he feel the pulse of the patient, he know the all things about the patient. All things means whether patient is enjoying good health or not. Same example of that balance sheet. In the same way, by looking at the balance sheet, one will know the financial health of enterprise. बिजनेस की फिनेंशियल हेल्थ क्या है, अगर ये मालूम करना है तो बैलेंस शीट देखना बहुत जरूरी है. सो यू मस्ट नो द बैलेंस शीट फॉर knowing financial health of enterprise. If the asset exceed liabilities, it is financially healthy. If the assets exceed liabilities, अगर liabilities से ज़्यादा asset ज़्यादा है तो business financial position is healthy, अच्छा है business. That is solvent, we call it. Solvent or insolvent, you know very well. In the other case, it would be insolvent, that is financially weak. अगर financial position अच्छी नहीं है तो liabilities assets से ज़्यादा होती है. So balance sheet is very important to knowing the business, every business. Fourth one objective, that is to provide accounting information to the interested parties. Who is interested in business, or whose parties are interested in business? Apart from owner of the business enterprise, there are various parties who are interested in accounting information. These are bankers. Why bankers? Because banks supply loan to your business. Creditors because goods are supplied by creditors on credit. Tax authorities, because in a business we must pay tax to government. Prospectus, investors, researchers, etc. These all parties are know the financial information or accounting information to your business. So hence, one of the objective of accounting is to make the accounting information available to these interested parties to enable them to take sound and realistic decision. The accounting information is made available to them in the form of annual report. These are the objective. Friends, now types of account. It is very important. Three types of accounts. One is real account, another is personal account, and last one is nominal account. First of all, we must understand the personal account. What is personal account? These account types are related to persons. This person may be natural person like Raja's account or Raj's account, Rajesh account, Ramesh account, Suresh account. These Raj, Ramesh, Suresh are the persons. This person can also artificial persons. Person can also to an artificial person like partnership firm. Partnership firm is also an artificial person. Then companies, bodies corporate, an association of person, etc. These are the artificial persons. For example, Rajesh and Suresh trading company account or trading company. It is artificial person. Charitable trust, XYZ Bank Limited, C Company Limited. These are the examples of artificial person. There can be personal representative accounts as well. For example, in the case of salary, when it is payable to employees, it is known how much amount is payable to each of the employees, but collectively it is called as salary payable account. Now you know the means of personal account. Now what is the rules of this account? Debit the receiver and credit the giver. You rectify this rule. What is the rule? Debit the receiver and credit the giver. For example, goods sold to Suresh. One example. Goods sold to Suresh. In this transaction, which transaction? Goods sold to Suresh. Suresh is a personal account as being a natural person. It is not artificial person. It is Suresh is a name, and goods sold to Suresh means Suresh is a personal account being a natural person, and his account will be debited in the entry as the receiver. Goods sold to Suresh. Suresh is the receiver. So debit the Suresh account. Second types of account is real account. These account types are related to assets or properties. They are further classified as tangible real account and intangible real account. Two types of assets, tangible and intangible. Tangible means the assets which are shown to you, like furniture, building, machinery, cash. These are shown, but some assets which are not shown to you, we call him intangible asset, like goodwill. If everyone say to me, sir, where is goodwill? Show me. Are you show the goodwill? No, because the asset which are not shown, but yes, these are the assets. Patents also intangible asset. Copyright also intangible asset. So the assets which are not shown, we call him intangible asset. So the meaning of real account, the these account types are related to assets or property. Here the explanation of tangible asset, tangible real accounts. This includes asset that have a physical existence and can be touched. I told previously, like building, cash, stationery, inventory, etc. Intangible asset, these assets are not shown, means physically we can't touch him, or physical existence cannot be touched. However, this can be measured in terms of money and have value. For example, goodwill, patents, copyright, trademark, etc. These account types. Now the rules. The rules of real account. Debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Debit what comes in means come into the business, and credit what goes out of business. It is the simple rule of real account. For example, furniture purchased by an entity in cash. So डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन, क्या आ रहा है बिजनेस में, फर्नीचर. सो डेबिट व्हाट कम्स इन फर्नीचर अकाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड. बिजनेस से क्या जा रहा है, कैश जा रही है. सो क्रेडिट द कैश, कैश इज ऑल्सो एसेट. सो कैश जा रही है, क्रेडिट व्हाट गोज आउट ऑफ द बिजनेस. Then nominal account. These account types are related to income or gains and expenses or losses. For example, rent, commission received, salary, wages, conveyance account, etc. These are the some examples of expenses. What is the rule? Debit all the expenses and losses of the business and credit all incomes and gains of the business. For example, salary paid to employees of the entity, salary account will be debited, because debit rule is debit all expenses and losses of the business. Whereas when entity receives any interest, discount, etc., these are credited whether these are received by the entity. Friends, these are the rules of account. Then journal. What is journal? Simple definition: a journal or book of original entry is the place where journal entry are recorded before they are posted to the ledger accounts. A journal is a record of all the transactions a company has recorded. कंपनी जो 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 भी ट्रांजेक्शन करती है वो जर्नल में रिकॉर्ड किए जाते हैं. What is the utility of a journal? It provides a complete transaction record at one place. It provides quick reference to the transactions. It comprises of narration which gives proper and complete explanation of the business transactions. It ensures the arithmetical accuracy of the totals of the debit and credits of the business transactions. It forms the base for the preparation of final accounts. These are the utilities. Then columns in journal: date, particular, LF, debit amount and credit amount. Date: every transaction is recorded in the transaction dates. Format used for such date is year on the top and below that month and date of the transaction. Second column, that is particular. It is area of where journal entry is passed in three parts, namely debit, credit and narration. Here debit and credit will be the treatment given to the accounts involved, and the narration is the short explanation of the entry pass. Then third column, that is ledger folio, LF we short called. It is the page number of the ledger to which the journal entry is posted. It is filled only after the posting of the respective entries from journal to ledger accounts. Then fourth column is debit amount. The amount which is debited in the ledger in the entry should be mentioned in the debit amount column, and last column credit amount, the amount which is credited in the entry should be mentioned in the credit column. Then after knowing the journal, ledger. What is ledger? Ledger account is a journal in which a company maintains the data of all the transactions and financial statements. Company's journal ledger account is organized under the general ledger with the balance sheet classified in multiple accounts like assets, accounts receivable, accounts payable, stockholders, liability, equities, revenues, taxes, expenses, profits, loss, funds, loans, bonds, stocks, salary, wages, etc. Then there are three types of ledger. One is sales ledger, second is purchase ledger, and third is general ledger. Sales ledger is a ledger in which the company maintain the transaction of selling the products, services, of cost of goods sold to the customers. This ledger gives the ideas of sales revenue and income statement. Second ledger is purchase ledger. Purchase ledger is a ledger in which the company organizes the transaction of purchasing the services, products or goods from the business. It gives the visibility of how much amount the company paid to other business. And third and last types of ledger is general ledger. General ledger is divided in two types. One is nominal ledger and private ledger. Nominal ledger gives information on expenses, income, depreciation and insurance, etc. And private ledger gives private information like salaries, wages, capitals, etc. Private ledger is not asset specific everyone or accessible everyone. So thank you friends. This is the theoretical part of this first chapter, and next presentation we see the numerical part of this presentation. So we must take a problem on the first chapter. So thank you. If any problem or any information or any points which are you don't know, then call me or ask me on my email or on my mobile number. My mobile number is 9881480582. So thank you friends. See the next presentation. Thank you.